Tim?
Well, doing stuff on an Apple device is painful. We'll make it work.
All right. Tracy's coming on. Hi, Tracy.
Oh, hey. Without any volume.
Trace.
Hi, Tracy.
Why is Tracy falling?
Volume. Yeah.
All right. Say something, Tracy.
Yeah.
He didn't say anything.
That's pretty cool. If you turn on closed captioning, the thing's actually doing
So who do we have?
transcription. That's pretty neat.
How do you turn that on?
Pull down from the top and get the PC.
What the hell is the volume?
Are you on your iPad, Tracy?
Nah, I'm on my laptop. I can barely hear you. I'm sure there's volume somewhere. Let me clarify. I'm on the kid's computer. Hold on.
This iPad is.
Stan, do you know where the volume is on this thing? I can't even see speakers.
I think you go speakers and then
Let's see. Oh, much better. Got it.
there you go, mother.
Oh yeah.
You did.
Oh yeah.
So Tracy, Tim, and Julia, how are we doing on? I don't monitor social media. How are we doing on social media with the lunches and the devices? Are we getting killed or
No.
no?
Social media calmed down a lot about the Board of Ed.
That's good. There's other things going on now.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're not a priority.
Yeah, I've been off social media for so I don't know. What about you, Tim? Have you seen anything?
No, I don't think there's really been much.
The parents, I've been getting a lot of great emails from parents about the work, about the lunches, the devices, the pickup. So I haven't had anything really negative in the last couple of days.
If anybody wants to use headphones, they didn't work for me initially, but if you plug them in once you're in the meeting, then it goes straight into the headphones and the people around you won't hear things.
Okay. Is it just the four of us on right now?
That's it. If you click on the right hand side, it'll say people, Tracy. You can see who's on.
Rich sent out a message to the group and he couldn't figure out how to get on. So.
Oh yeah, that's okay. Yeah, I heard my phone going off.
He said, "Did you guys click the link that was included on the invitation?" I said, "I didn't. It just brought me right here."
Right.
I did, and it brought me in, but I also had clicked on it before to make sure I had it, so I don't know. So it looks like we only got, I don't know if you knew that one question, the one multifaceted question.
What was it?
Remember how we opened it up to the public?
Yeah.
One person, hold on, let me get the iPad. Let's see. One person asked many questions in one. Let's see. So we have number one, are you considering extending school closure beyond 3/27? When/how will parents be notified of these decisions? Does the janitorial staff get compensated when they work after hours/during closures? Number two, how does the COVID outbreak affect 2020-2021 budget decisions? Are there any projected-based distant learning initiatives planned for elementary, middle, high school grades? What gaps in e-learning are you experiencing now, and how can the community get involved? We appreciate you. That was it.
Well, some of what we're going to talk about tonight in the update, or we'll hit on some of those topics, Tracy. But I'll go through and make sure we have, some response there.
So Rich Arroyan said his isn't working and he's not sure if it's because he downloaded it himself on his iPad. So I told him maybe restart, but I'm not IT, so. Yeah, could you maybe reach out to him, send him an email or something? Okay.
Matt, are you testing the live stream someplace private without it being published? Because I'm looking at the YouTube page. Okay. Oh, I mean, if it's going to work, it's going to work. Obviously, we'll be going into a different meeting than this one later, correct? Okay, yeah, makes sense. Does Meet have a moderator type capability where Rich or someone will be able to mute all of us? So if we're shuffling paper around and things like that, we're not making a lot of noise over the top of people who are trying to talk. Yeah, I'm looking now. I just tapped on a little arrow next to Brian, and I don't have the ability to mute him. I can pin him, so I keep his face up, but I can't shut him up if he goes off on it.
Yeah. So we can mute ourselves by. So I just muted myself, and now I unmuted myself. So I think so it's not like Zoom where like the person running the meeting can mute everyone and then unmute them as they call on them.
Yes, they can. That's what he just said, Julia. He, as the moderator, does have that ability.
You have a question?
Well, I'm just kind of going through if Brian puts everybody on mute and we go around, all right, does anybody have any questions or comments on this type of thing? I think that's
Then I
probably
just unmute, right?
going to
Right.
be a good way to do it, rather
Oh,
than us all talking over each other.
that's good.
So that's how we've been teaching my classes. I have not been able to figure out how to mute everyone though as a moderator. So I just tell everyone to mute themselves. And then from there, if they have questions, they write their question, then I address them. But I think for us, just saying I have a question or I have a comment, that's fine because we're allowed to ask our own questions. Unlike in the classroom, I would rather just answer questions.
Yeah, and it looks like the moderator, the person who organizes the meeting, has the ability to mute all of us.
Let me know when you figure that out because I have not been able
That's-
to figure that
That's
out.
what Matt just said he could do.
Oh, yeah. So it just might be easier if everyone just mutes themselves and if they're called on to unmute themselves to talk.
Matt, if you mute me, go ahead and mute me. I'm curious to see if I've got any ability to unmute myself when you've muted me administratively. Or if I can even see.
Oh, I see you're muted.
Let me go back over here and haha, I control you all. It will not be silenced. Right.
Come here. Come here.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. I mean, we certainly don't want to hear your dog getting into an argument over there, Julie, in the middle of the
I
meeting.
know.
That's the thing.
And
Oh,
they do
that's
this all day
weird.
long. This is Milo. He won't do this during the meeting, though.
Jamie got scared, peer pressure?
So on my computer, whoever talks gets full screen and everyone's on the side. Is that normal?
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, that's weird.
Hey, there's Rich.
Oh, he's muted.
Yeah.
Wow, yeah, that was way too complicated for me. I had to enter the code in. Did you guys have to manually enter the code?
No.
No.
No, I tried everything. I'm in 2 different devices. Anyway,
Try
we're
your
working
iPad.
now.
Just tap the link and you're in.
No, I wouldn't do that. It kept telling me I had no appointment scheduled.
You were clicking the wrong link. You were clicking a calendar entry or something.
Yeah.
I was clicking the joining info. Anyway, doesn't matter. I got in. I will have to send, Brian, you're going to send out another invitation tonight for this one?
Yeah, we'll have Matt give us a new invitation to send out. Jamie's trying. Well, Jamie was trying to get in. Jamie's now
Peer
she's
pressured
not.
She's at
around.
work. She can't do it now because she's at work.
Yeah.
No, she was trying.
So just so we're all clear, if you haven't been on this before, the one thing that works particularly well is you tend to get some feedback, unfortunately. So if you're not actively talking, mute your mic. And then when you want to say something, just click it back on to say something. You shouldn't use the comment section because we don't want to imply that anything secret is happening, because the comments come up very quickly and then disappear. But
What
just unmute your mic and talk. Say it again, please.
What if, like, I have a question? So instead of, like, putting my question, I'll just say, I have a question or I have a comment.
Yeah, Rich, we were talking about this to keep down on all the background noise as you're going through items or Brian's going through items. Maybe having everybody muted, and then if we do want to chime in on something, throwing a comment into the Q&A section to let you know, hey, Tim wants to talk or Julia wants to talk, and then you can sort of, in normal Robert's Rules parliamentary procedure, recognize that person to talk so that we're not, fighting with each other.
Sure. If you want, so you want to put a comment just saying I have a question or I'd
Or
like
I
to
have a
say
comment.
something. All right.
Yeah.
Certainly, though, make sure that you're muted when we're not talking. And if you sit too far away from your computer, you tend to get muddled sound or more echo. But I guess we're good. We have our regular meeting. The agenda's posted. And we're good to try this experiment. And according to Brian and the IT guys, they're going to live stream this directly onto our YouTube channel.
Rich, just so you know, the motion's been posted as well as the Fryer document. So that's now in Schoology for people to review also.
Thank you very much. We only have one actionable motion tonight. So Debbie added it in just now. She just emailed me a little while ago. So everybody should take a look at that. It's at the end. It's the last thing on the agenda.
Are you gonna wear those headphones during the meeting?
I might. It actually makes my sound come out better on the computer.
So my husband and I just had a conversation about it because he wants me to wear mine, and I said it looks unprofessional. So
Oh,
no,
well, I was thinking that the Yankee
no,
hat looked unprofessional.
No, I have like bright blue beats, so
Oh.
so that's what. But I just want to like see like what other people are doing. So if other people are doing it, fine, I'll do it. But if no one else is doing it and I'm the only one doing it, it might look weird.
Well, does this look stupid? Other than the hat?
No, I don't know. No, I
Yeah,
think
There.
I'm keeping the earbud because I think
Okay.
the microphone on it helps, and I can certainly hear everybody right in my ear without it
Yeah, me
blaring
too.
through the entire house.
Me too. I'll do it with the headphones, but yeah, it does help a lot. Kind of focus the audio on this. And if
Okay.
this works, this will be our future for the time being.
perfect.
All right. Anybody have any? Oh, Tracy didn't seem to like that one.
No, all good.
Any questions? Anybody?
Can the dog come to the meeting with me?
If he's a citizen of Berlin.
He is. He's
All right, there you go.
too. We pay his taxes.
There you go. I'm
Okay,
good.
he won't be
I'm
in
good if you guys are set. I appreciate it. I'm not.
Okay.
I'm okay with. It's 5:45. Okay with everybody?
Works for
Yeah.
me.
Hey,
All right.
I have a conference call with the governors at 5, but I'll make sure I'm off by 5:45.
All right.
Well, even if you join us a little bit later, that might be okay because clearly it's working for you.
Yes, I'll have Matt in the other room. So
By the way, in the agenda, it still starts off with the Pledge of Allegiance, which sounds very weird or feels very weird if I'm standing up in front of my computer doing the Pledge of Allegiance to no flag. I don't know how anybody else feels about it.
Yeah, are we still gonna do it?
I would prefer to skip it. It just seems so fake, but it's in the agenda.
well, the other thing is if Matt can, if we can put a flag up on the screen, that's what people are going to see when someone's saying it. I don't know if it's
Wow.
working.
If you could do that, that would be great. Then we could do it and just move on.
Matt, did you hear me on that?
All right. Just make sure it's the right country. Otherwise, you're good.
So should we be standing? Will they see us? Like if we're not standing, we'll look like jerks. So
I think the only thing we'd want broadcast is just the flag and then the voices behind it. So, Matt, if there's a way to just have the flag on the screen and our voices saying it, then that's what goes out to the public.
Great. That's great. Thank you very much for all your help, Matt. Really
Yeah, thank
appreciate
you.
it. Tracy, do we have any more questions come in?
No, I just read them the one multifaceted question. Nothing else came in.
All right. There are a couple of good points to it, Brian. So we'll make sure we put it out there. At what point are we going to address these? This is going to be the audience of citizens, right, Brian?
That's what we did. Remember, I rewrote the audience of citizens.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll take care of it. I got her questions and her name in front of me. So at that point, when it comes time, I'll just read these questions one at a time. And they might be things that you're planning on addressing anyway, but some of them aren't bad.
No, that's what I said before you got on that. You know, many of them will be addressed within the update, but I can address them first because the audience comes first. That's fine.
All right. So thank you very much. Thanks, guys. We'll see you in a few hours.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.